My question is to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy. How is the Albanese Labor government helping families and business with the cost of energy bills, and what policies has the government rejected and why?
Call to the Minister. Order. The member for Deakin is now warned. Do not interject before a minister speaks. Order. The Minister for Climate Change and Energy has the call.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. I thank my honourable friend for her question and her contribution in this House since her recent arrival. And, Mr Speaker, in 6 days' time, energy bill relief flows to the Australian people because of the Albanese government. In 6 days' time, every single Australian with an energy bill will get relief from this government, following the relief in last year's budget. And, of course, Mr Speaker, what's also happening is that energy prices, wholesale energy prices, which were $375 a megawatt-hour when we came to office, were $76 a megawatt-hour in the first quarter of this year, Mr Speaker. That's less. $76 a megawatt-hour is less than $375 that the previous government presided over. That's because renewable energy is up 25% since we came to office, and because this government put caps on the price of coal and gas. Now, Mr Speaker, the honourable member also asked me what policies we have rejected. And we reject the thought bubble which says that you can introduce the most expensive form of energy known anywhere in the world to Australia and it will somehow magically see bills go down. And we're not the only people who've rejected it. We saw Rod Sims, the former chair of the ACCC, say yesterday that it would increase energy prices by more than $200 a year. We've seen Rowan McConnell say that it will increase prices by $400 to $500 a year. We've seen Roger Darville say it will increase prices by up to $1,000 a year, Mr Speaker. Whichever one of those it is, it's more than Australians are paying today, Mr Speaker. Whoever is right, it's more than Australians are paying today. And it gets worse, because what we know from the opposition's thought bubble is a few things. We don't know the costs, we don't know the modelling, but we know a few things. We know that this once great party of free enterprise has said they're going to run it all. They're going to own all of them. They're going to run it all. And the Shadow Treasurer a couple of weeks ago said he's against subsidies. It's all got to stand up for itself. And then the Leader of the Opposition said we're going to own it all. But the Shadow Treasurer cleared it up. He said, don't worry, it's off budget. It's off budget. And that means they're going to make money on it. That means they're going to make money on it. So they're going to spend hundreds of billions and they're going to make money, which means they're going to charge more. Now, the Shadow Treasurer has said that off-budget funds are risky, they increase taxes, they increase inflation, and they're bad for the economy, and he calls them sneaky. He's going to repeal $10 billion in off-budget for housing. They're opposed to $20 billion in off-budget for transmission, but they're fine with $600 million off-budget for nuclear energy. That's just fine. Apparently that's not going to increase taxes, that's not going to increase interest rates, and that's not risky for Australians, Mr Speaker. This half-baked yellow cake idea, Mr Speaker, of the opposition falls apart every time it gets exposed to any scrutiny at all. It just underlines the fact that this Leader of the Opposition is a huge risk to Australia's economic future.